Seeing everyone spamming the same emote is very nostalgic. It reminds me of when I was just a baby streamer. A brand new baby streamer.
Just watched
Hey
part 1
Jen,
on Dish VODs during work today.
let's go.
Happy to be here for part 2.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I stayed up just a little bit later so that I could export and upload it to Dish VODs ASAP. Kiko, thank you for the 5. Thank you so much. Yes, a newborn. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, first of all, so sorry for the thing that I said about this being a daytime stream. That was the plan. Except I didn't go to bed till after 4 a.m. And then a bunch of things happened today.
Hello, I can't stay for long BC.
That I couldn't
I'm studying,
ignore,
but happy 17
so...
months in Dish Waddle.
Birdie, thank you for the 17 months. Good, happy studying. Yeah, I'm sorry that I said it would be a daytime stream, and then I'm literally starting about 20 minutes before I started the stream last night. So I'm sorry about that. I apologize for my disrespectful behavior. I already forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. So whatever it was, forgive it. It must have not been that bad because it's already out of my head. This is why I have trust issues. I'm sorry. Whatever it was, it probably wasn't that big of a deal. I am the side character. No. I'm a side character. We're all side characters in each other's stories. All of equal importance. Yeah. So sorry I said I was going to stream during the day. Just today was crazy, so I couldn't. But my hairstyle, guys, this is my natural hair. It's a little, I'm trying to, I really would like to train my hair to wave more like healthily, like to train my wave pattern, I guess. So it's taking a while, but I can see I'm trying to use less heat on my hair too, because I want to grow it long, and I'm going to have a hard time doing that if I heat style it every day. But yeah, this is my natural hair with like some product in it. So thank you. It's so okay. Midnight streams on the weekends are premium coziness. That's true. It is Friday. It is Friday, after all. It do be Friday. Front curls look like a heart. I have heard that before, that this looks like a heart. Kika, oh my gosh. Thank you for the 500. Oh my gosh.
I tried building a DPS physical Kaya but couldn't get good artifacts, so I am building a cryo DPS Kaya instead.
Building... Why did that go twice? Doing cryo DPS is probably in your best interest anyways. Physical... Aside from Mika... Yeah, physical DPS is like really down the drain now, so...
They have given 20 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you for the gift sub. Did you know you gifted a sub to one of my editors? Timothy? Thank you. Thank you so much. Are you ready for the end of the story? Well, it is more likely that I'll finish it tonight, actually. Because I am very sleep deprived. And I probably will be a little quieter. Less yappadoodle doing than normal. Here, let's do another prediction. Will Dish finish the Trailblaze Quest tonight? 30 minutes. This is like actually a Gamba. Real Gamba. Seriously doubt you will. Okay, well. Guess we'll see. Oh. Yes. You might notice that this fundraiser is back up here. I started this fundraiser. We started this fundraiser like, oh, I can't see a start date on here, but it was a while ago. Let's see, maybe I can find when the first donation was. October? Yeah. October 2023 is when we started this campaign. The initial goal, I think, was 2,000, and then The next goal was 5,000. Past that. And I updated the goal recently. If you've been keeping up with the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, most recent change was that essentially all in one day, there was a ceasefire agreement made. However, Israel determined that it didn't meet their demands, so they basically enclosed Rafah, which is the area of the Gaza Strip that they told Palestinians to go to for safety. So currently, there are people from PCRF on the ground providing. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you pictures, just so you know. It's being called a targeted strike. We'll have to wait for numbers to see if there have been civilian casualties from this. But I'll just show you this, just so you know that PCRF is legit. Our PCRF team is on the ground in Gaza, urgently delivering essential supplies directly to children and families devastated by the ongoing conflict. Our distribution includes critical items like diapers, infant formula, hygiene kits, toilet paper, footwear. Your support is indispensable to these efforts. We are profoundly grateful for your solidarity and commitment during these pressing times. Stand with us. Your support makes a tremendous impact on lives. So here are some pictures. These are real, nothing AI generated, nothing doctored. Supplies being delivered to kids. Shoes. Couple more pics. To the thank you for the raid, Taryn. Yeah, so I wanted to bring the fundraiser back to the forefront, although it's been going on. Like, I've never stopped it. I haven't talked about it in a while. So I wanted to put that back on your radar. There aren't any alerts for it. And the reason for that, I just feel that it's too sensitive and serious of a crisis to trivialize it, I guess. I want to be respectful and conscious of that. But this is here. You can go to the website. You can see records of donations and stuff. As far as me, what I'm currently working on, and it's going to take some time, I think, but I'm looking to like connect with a individual family, with the ultimate goal being evacuation from Palestine. So, that's what I'm researching right now. There's a lot of creators who have been specifically doing that, targeted funds to evacuate people. So that's the goal. I just want you to know that's where my heart and mind is at with that. So, yeah. Help them leave Palestine. Yes, there are a lot of families who are trying to evacuate because the area that they were told would be safe is now under attack. And there's very little wiggle room because there's destruction in the upper section and there's famine throughout. So evacuation has been kind of like a last resort type of situation. So I'm looking into it. I'm not saying that for any sort of like, I don't know what the word would be. I'm telling you because I want you to know that that's where I stand. Yeah. So I'm not just asking you to support a cause that I'm not actively in financially. So, yeah. Egyptian officials are extorting families trying to get out through them. Yes, it is a very touchy subject, and I know there are people in my life, there are people professionals around me who would take issue with me even insinuating that Israel's doing something wrong, or to call what this is. But nonetheless, I have to do what's right by my conscience. Yeah, I just wanted to put that on your radar and let you know. That's what's going on. And if you are looking for a way to help, to directly provide aid to civilians who are suffering from this, I think everything I've seen from PCRF has indicated to me at least that it's legit. So, yeah, it doesn't have to be. I mean, I'm not. As I know, a lot of people are in a tough financial situation right now. So even just knowing about it, talking about it is good too. PCRF Palestine Children Relief Fund. Palestine Children Relief Fund. Reputable, checks out. They have a good reputation. They've been audited. Good. So that's there. I just want you to know. Put that back on your radar. Also, the Rafah attack happened at the exact same time as the Met Gala. And it's the same tactic that was taken during the Super Bowl while Americans are distracted. With the idea being that the coverage, because if America, Biden opposed attacking Rafah because so many civilians were told to flee, but they went ahead and are doing it anyway. Yeah, obviously trying to do things when Americans are distracted. Oh, Eurovision. Yeah, to distract. I didn't even really want to watch my Gala stuff this year. It kind of lost its charm, I'm going to be honest. Art preservation is great. Fashion preservation is great, but you know, time and place. Have you ever read Fahrenheit 451? Yes, I have. Yes, it's a good one. Oh yeah. Yes, America has historically helped Israel. So that's why I say that. It's significant that while America has voted, or our place in the UN has voted against a ceasefire, Biden urged Israeli government not to attack Rafah, but they're doing it anyway. And when I heard about that, I think I heard about it first on TikTok, then I went to Twitter, then I watched CNN, I watched Fox News, I watched independent media sources, and they were all saying the same thing. There's like very little argument from all angles about what's happening right now. Little narrative twists on depending on which way the media source is leaning, but the basic info is the same. A few times in the past, U.S. has vetoed a ceasefire. It's far too late to try to act like they care. It feels pretty hopeless. It's crazy that the role to help is falling on citizens and the government isn't doing anything. It's like very it's extremely dystopian. It's like hard to process. You don't want to go get your news from CNN or Fox News because they filter the details. Just so we're clear, what I said was I heard a headline I heard about what was happening in Rafa, and then I cross-checked it between every media source. Well, not every, but different media sources along the like, what's the word? Left-leaning, right-leaning, and the bias spectrum. Independent and individual, and they're all saying the same thing. That's why I say that, because, yeah, political compass. Because if everyone's saying the same thing, there's no debate. Is TikTok already not available in the US? No, it is. I don't think TikTok's getting banned. The US just wants control over it because information, video, it spreads too quickly. And I think they don't like it. Yeah, it's good. It's good to cross-check news. Some sources obviously are extremely biased in one direction or the other. But it's good to, if you're not unsure about something, it's good to hear about it from many different sources and see what's consistent and see how each side is twisting facts to imply one thing versus the other. And you should be able to get a well-rounded, hopefully like close to accurate understanding of events. Okay, so I wanted to talk about that. I think that's it for now. Yes, that was the main thing. Now, awkward segue. Gonna jump literally right back into the HSR Trailblaze Quest.
Dear Diary.
I came by to say hi but have a good night. I have an
Thank
interview
you,
in the
you
morning.
too. Good luck. Hope it goes well.
Dear Diary.
I came by to say hi but have a good night.
Why are my
I have
alerts
an interview
doubling?
in the morning.
What's that about? Journey, thank you for the 33 months. Thank you for the Prime sub. Oh, there was actually one other thing that I wanted to say. I'm going to be very brief about it. Nope. Sure. If you see Atsu online, or if you see him anywhere on Twitter, he's like very much going through a difficult period right now. So if you see him and you think of him, if you have the chance to like interact with him at all, just like send him some support. He's trying to figure out some stuff and has some personal stuff going on. So, oh my gosh, this is the horror version. If you see him around, he could like really use some encouragement. So, yeah, sorry, it was very shocking. So, yeah, if you see him, he's been through a lot the last couple months. And I know he's tired and sad and struggling and still has responsibilities. So, yeah, if you see him, I just want to put that out there. If you see him and you think of it. Okay, sorry. I was not trying to manipulate your emotions with the music there. I was trying to just find something like neutral and mellow. Sometimes I'm so glad music doesn't save to VODs. Actually, I'm always glad. What are the cats' names? We have, you can't see him, but I have Murdoch, named after Matt Murdock, who's sleeping in the reading chair. And then that's Ahsoka, but we usually call her Peepa. And then Asher is somewhere, the big unit gray boy, but he's not here.
It's Mr. Sunday.
It's Mr. Sunday. So I can't use Robin right now, right? Like if I wanted to, thanks Robin. Like if I wanted to freaking do a.
Looks like someone needs help. Let's go check it out.
Wait, my Trailblaze power is capped. I need to spend my stuff. Just like really quick. Okay, sorry. Quick relic run first. I need to farm this one. Need to farm that one. Because of... Yes. Shampoo. Okay, sorry. Quick auto run, and then we'll resume quest.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Don't forget to hydrate. Thank you, will do. Oh yeah, any newbies here, make sure that you, as if you're on desktop, make sure you download the 7TV browser extension. So you can use up to, I think, over... How many do I have? I think I have like 600 new emotes. Oh, I made one today.
Ready for another?
You wanna see it? Hey, where is it? Hey, I literally made a new emote today.
Spend freely. Destined for oblivion.
Okay, well, I'll give you that first.
All will be swept away by the wind.
I made one. Are any emotes working?
Watch your head. It's on me. Bust. Or maybe I'll take
You only have one TV.
still waters of oblivion.
Ready for another?
Are they working?
Time for a good old counterattack.
Yeah, okay. They are, right? No, they are, okay. Woo!
It too shall fall.
Yeah, I made one called Booty Hill, but it's not showing up. I made a GIF today. And it called it Booty Hill.
Eternal.
Dang. Green tea is so good. Jasmine green tea is like so fire. Like so fire.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
When I fudging get you. Will you pull for Booty Hill? I don't know. Right now I feel kind of, holy crap. I feel kind of whatever about every character except Sunday. But even Sunday I'm like,
All will be swept away by
you know, 90% of the time it depends on personality, so if I start to not like him, then we'll go from there. Everyone's a question mark except Sunday for now.
Bust.
What about Skrullum?
Or maybe
I
I'll
heard
take
Skrullum, I heard on the Whisper on the Wind that Skrullum's gonna be a 4-star.
waters of oblivion.
Net markers activate.
Hey, but we never know about it. Booty Hill's the reason I started HSR. Yeah, I mean, it could definitely change. I have been known to, I mean, I could change my opinion and decide I want Robin too.
Enjoying yourself?
I gotta see more of a dynamic character. The new story chapter was so bad. Wait, which story chapter? That's pretty
Wow,
good.
wow.
Oh, that's pretty good. You're talking about freaking Trailblaze? Because you're quite literally the first person who said that in my direction. I will say the first 3 system hours have been kind of veg for me. I feel like I just got really interested. Oh, support character. Sorry, one more. I cannot sacrifice my Jade. Stop the crap. All the plot twists were ruined? For you? Like you saw them on Twitter or something? Hey! I can use... Oh my gosh, I can use... I can use Jake's, E6. E6, is it? S5? Is this S5? No, S1. Oh, that's good. I don't even know who to use with Robin. Let's just autoplay and maybe I can learn. Mina has S5 as well?
All will be swept away.
I want to
by
hear the
wind.
music. Sing your song. Oh, it's her ult, huh? You can do that? Yeah, support. You play support characters.
I weep for the departed.
I bet the build is rancid.
It takes
No, I would guess that he's prepared, but we'll see.
again. Suppress.
Did you not see his stream?
Dread.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Do your ult.
Unscathed. Stars echo.
It's on me.
Resistance is unity.
I can't.
Enjoying yourself?
All will be swept away by the wind.
The vibe switch is so beautiful. Holy crap, this is break. It keeps going. How cheerful. That is kind of delightful. How much did Aventurine hit just now on that weakness break? It was crazy. Oh, that's the one I did. I did this one. Okay. Anyway. Quest time. We are on system hour 11. No, that's a lie. System hour 7. No, that's overcorrected.
The tour is over,
Sorry.
and it's time for some rest.
9. 9, 9, 9.
My dream is
You have
right
been
before
in. What is it? You have been in suspension for 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. What's that from? Can you drop the Akron build? Sure. To be fair, my Akron is okay, but she's F2P and she's hard carried by Rodney. This one would love to get this S5, but yep, he's 0. Ta-da! Only 2 extra speed.
Looks like someone needs help. Let's go check it out.
Are you gonna try for the new 4-star light cone? Oh, right. Oh, I totally forgot. Yes, I want that. I want this one. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. First, I'll decide if I want
Curiosity
Robin.
says MS Dish, I have an important request. Will we be continuing to open the Sanrio blind bag
Yes.
today every system hour?
Yes, that was the other thing that I forgot. So last time, if you watched VODs, you know about this. Every hour of stream, every system hour, we're opening one item from the Sanrio blind box that I got, blind bag. And so far, we've gotten a purse and this little silly keychain and a Kuromi Game Start, not to be confused with GameStop, and a Pochako, this. There's supposed to be a lamp. Oh, here it is. Awesome. Well, you get the idea. So, when I start the quest, we'll start the system hour clock, okay? We'll start the clock. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll decide if I want Robin. And then if I want Robin, obviously I'll pull for Robin. And if I get Robin, then I will pull for the weapon, but I'll actually be pulling for this one. And then if I get Robin's weapon, it'll be like a bonus She says with 47 tickets. Okay, let's... Luckily, I have purse. I have shoe. Hat on head.
Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay,
Hey
see the moon in the sky? It's about the size of the cap on my Soul Glad bottle. If I just reached out my hand, I could grab the moon, couldn't I?
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long. I must be missing that moon. But it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better than the moon back home. It's just magnificent. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony. How short-sighted.
Oh gosh.
Selling everything you had. Why would you go to such lengths?
Why? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's not really living at all. It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams.
No point.
You can do whatever you want.
No challenges.
That's what I call living. Yeah, now this
No
is
purpose.
the life.
No positive influence on the world around you. No friendships.
Is this truly living?
Huh? What did you say, young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, it's nothing, sir.
Ambitions.
You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet dream?
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Wow. No wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally a lifesaver. See you around, Mr.
No friendship's
Sunday,
debatable. It's
and,
true.
It was nice chatting with you.
I guess you could still, like, things that happen in the dream still affect, like, interpersonal stuff still affects the outer world, but there's no consequences really. You could, like, widowy try to kill somebody and it wouldn't do anything.
What's up, sister?
What's up, sister? What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this? The man we ran into, he doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called self-value.
Bit.
People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak.
Ooh, he's spitting right now.
However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, people have to take from others. So, the weak get exploited and oppressed.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Yes, obviously.
Exactly. But, ironically,
Of course.
people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value, and even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace. No tragedies exist here, only happiness. Although in its nascent form, isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
It's such a big vocabulary.
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves. Just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
Yes. Seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown up yet, so we have some time for a stroll.
Sunday kind of scary, actually. I like the JJK philosophy. Survival of the weakest.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations
Purple
for the
girl.
Charmony Festival coming along? We're all so excited about it.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night. I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun? Every day, you get to wear fancy
Almost
clothes,
1 year, so
explore
wow.
all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
Gosh.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and there's so much to worry about. Being happy here is pure bliss. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. Who would want to go back to reality after experiencing this bliss?
It's so sad.
I see. I genuinely wish you all the happiness in the world.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. And I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream. Once she steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
I mean, even the whole, like Penacony Golden Hour itself could be symbolizing substance abuse. Or in part, at least.
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor. You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all. Now, with little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you. Do you mind if we chat?
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt. But is that why you came to Penacony?
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments. I couldn't bear to live with everything I knew gone. That's when I heard about a
My
possible
gosh.
solution here, so
That's
I came.
insane.
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by
man.
life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room. My true appearance. Huh? I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
So, you'll be living forever in this dreamscape, right?
Forever.
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, well, I don't really have much say in the matter. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole place is an illusion, it's still my paradise, and I'll treasure every moment I spend here. How I envy those everlasting things.
That old man's story. It's so tragic. Fortunately, this sweet dream gives him joyful memories to hold on to for the rest of his life.
This kind of reminds me of that one, Black Mirror episode, the San Juanipero. That's what I was just thinking. I think this is at least trying to indicate that it's not all bad. Like, excessive escapism is extremely dangerous on individuals and on like society as a whole, but this is like a unique case that it would be a blessing for someone who kind of has no other option.
That's
Reminds me of
precisely
Omori.
why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
There's that too.
However, even this sweet dream has its limitations. While it provides solace to the disillusioned, it can't completely eliminate pain in reality.
Oh no, don't make me start making
There will
Omori
be a way out.
parallels.
Penacony
seeing
is
them.
already on the right track.
Do not. 1 o'clock stream is beyond my limits. Well, good night. You're sleeping. Escapism in moderation. Yeah, that's what? Okay, hold on. If you're gonna give me Robin, story Robin, why is there another one right over there?
Look what we have here.
Oh,
A lovely young lady.
I see. The answer was
Wait.
quite obvious.
Is that me?
Is that freaking me?
Brother, what a surprise
Ew,
to see you
so
again.
gross for still wearing that.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
Obviously.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too.
Sporkle.
That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Barely. The people here
So
are
little.
way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of
changed
the
the
harmony
words.
doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family.
You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning? I don't care what you're thinking, Chicken Wing Boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony. Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Chicken wing boy.
Stop it.
What's the rush, Chicken Wing Boy? Did I get to you?
Our paradise is none of your concern.
Why isn't Robin
Master.
called Chicken Wing Girl?
Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right, all right.
She's got wings the
I'll
same
go.
way.
But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness? Well, I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you.
What do you want to guess it
And
is?
don't lose them.
Could it be?
If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony
Robin
Festival
Wing
starts
Girl.
against all odds, remember to use them during the show. And it'll be thrilling. Bang!
I heard a raven calling
Yay,
in
a
the
button.
distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.
Oh, no weighing.
Let the show begin.
She'd be singing. She's her own
Let's
stage.
wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, you used to steal my desserts. Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
How long has she been absent?
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother. The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have completely lost himself.
So why
That
is
might be
Sunday
true,
trying to
but
convince her?
even without Penacony, he could have
protect her?
chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation techniques for a long time now. That path may have been more ordinary and challenging, but now he is receiving hospice care in a comatose state, and his fate is sealed. Is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it taking it away from them?
Well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future.
What?
The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death. Do you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah. We took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its
22
feathers,
months of dishery. I love it
and
here.
later, when I decided to leave Penacony, I opened the cage and set it free.
Well,
Oh no.
I didn't mention what happened to
died?
it in my letters because I didn't want to upset you. Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
Oh.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision.
Yes, I agree.
Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
So what's the
thing.
deal with Robin in the real world?
If there are
then?
birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
So what is he protecting her from? Exactly.
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Spill it, Sunday.
Let's take
Spill
the
it,
Astral
Sunday.
Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe.
Yeah, we know he's a control freak, but
However,
from what?
Only a few extraordinary individuals can
Specifically.
endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen Eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value.
Phallus arguments.
While this world has its fair share of
Peaceful.
heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own.
He's giving
That's what the
ghetto,
Odes of Harmony
honestly.
have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree dream. Human nature contains greatness, but it also harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
Good question. He's an apostate?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
He studied Thomas Hobbes. I love characters that cannot be fixed. It makes them complex. The spectrum of free will and self-preservation is an intriguing topic. Yeah, he is very pessimistic, but I mean, he seems like he's been radicalized to, like, an extreme solution to a problem. Reason you didn't gotcha Robin? Well, I'm free to play, so I have to ration my wishes. And I feel... Robin has not charmed me quite yet. I feel kind of whatever about her character, like her personality. I'm more interested in Firefly and Sunday. Emphasis on, yeah, I mean, yeah, I haven't finished the quest, so it's hard to say. I don't know if it's even about celebration. It's an extremist solution to a very well-known problem. Right, it's a sacrifice of freedom, or like what it sounds like is he wants to take freedom from people in order to ensure like safety and equality, which is an age-old political discussion. He's shaping up to be an antagonist, opposing in a way, which is cool to see. This slow decline is interesting to watch over the course of these paths. I saw a bit of foreshadowing from the past of him being seen as controlling. Yeah, I saw someone looking at her demo and noticing that he was trying to... Oh, I just realized I never watched her demo or trailer. Oopsie. That he's controlling of her. Exchange of personal freedom for security. Yeah, that is an age-old argument that we'll argue till the end of time about. Sophie, thank you for the 15 months.
Hello, smile.
Hello. Kai, thank you for the 22 months. Froster Mage for the 10 months. Mino Taurus, thank you for the 11. Whisk, thank you for the 2 months. Alright. Onward. Trustful boy.
Mr.
Who could that
Gopherwood
be?
gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
Guileless girl.
I see. Then I would summon the harmonious choir too.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true through the power of the harmonious choir.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
Maybe you'll have to become a star first.
Oh. Oh, interesting.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Hey. We're at 8 hours. At exactly the 1 hour mark. Well, close enough. Which means it is now time for me to open another Sunreal bag. A box item. This will be the 5th item out of the Sunreal luck bag that I got at WonderCon. We got a flat item. Could it be stationary? Or a picture? It is stationary. Oh, it's just one card. You can see that. It's just one pop-up Hello Kitty card. So I will save this to use on someone very special. Nice. This is a $7. See, that's why I don't buy special greeting cards. I just like buy like construction paper and I let my heart and my words decorate the page. Because that's just too much. That's already too much.
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Quick.
Since he's already carried out his last
$7
wish,
in this economy.
my final mission is complete. But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude?
Hello, Dish.
Staking
I'm
everything
also
on
sleep
some nameless
deprived today
future.
because of this game on.
Thank you for the 33 months, Gizmo.
And we have the numbers.
Oopsie.
And in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals and won't grant us an upper hand. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action.
Just hit my teeth so hard.
We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most, and since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream, it's vital to the family's interests. By attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily.
Boom.
And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater? Family security will be airtight, and if we brute force it, even if we succeed, it's too risky.
I really like Firefly.
So,
He's a
no
cutie
one's
patootie.
gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand. I know the answer to this question.
Looks like we have one more ace up our sleeves. Time for the master stroke.
Why are you speaking like the general of the Law Fu? So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soul Glad TM Festivity Auditions, or something, and it's going to be held in the moment of Scorch Sand. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar, and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin. Not that that's important. What's crucial is that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives. So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions? I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club.
What?
To
No
tell
way.
you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along. But now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
So they're still running this thing, huh?
Good for you.
It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by Mikhail to drum up attention. But it looks like it might be worth a shot.
We'll follow March's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got on the Express.
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy. As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunter's objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony. I'm pleased that we can finally fight shoulder to shoulder. I couldn't ask for a better ending.
Ending?
This is also
Don't
the spirit
say
of the
that.
Trailblaze. Now, everyone,
Do not
let's
say
prepare
that.
to move out.
Do not say that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scorch Sand Hall. This is where challenges
I thought it was
rise
Albert.
and
Albert.
chasers shine, all under the watchful eye of the entire universe. You have
Yeah.
and the drive
Okay.
dear friend, the next superstar of Penacony's Charmony Festival could be you.
Oh, wow, they've really outdone themselves. Oh, I'm starting to get excited.
Behold, here come 4 friends with spirit and full
What is this?
Are you aspiring to be the superstars of the festival?
Is he talking about us?
Superstar!
Yes, you! There's no doubt about it. I see you have all the potential of a superstar in you.
Excuse me, you 4. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming all of the challenges?
He's a cast.
Would you be open to a brief exclusive interview with us? It'll be quick.
Brief and
Your
quick.
journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky
Oh, he
blanketed
goes
by banners,
crazy.
you vie for the crown.
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty! The beauty, the beauty! Magnificent and majestic!
A knight's head is hard as steel. Brother Lance's focus is stubborn as a heel. We don't all have to be winners, but if we don't have fun, we'd all be sinners.
Wow,
People
it's
are
fire.
pouring in. Kinda feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up. Let's get in there quickly and enter the competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
I love the way they use baddies
Make
in
way.
this game. So literal.
Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10 wealthiest tycoons and the soul-glad business empire's founder.
Music's so good.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soulglad's factory, Ideen Lida. My 4 friends, introduce yourselves to the audience across the cosmos.
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express, and these are my companions.
Don't you guys need to hide your identities? Can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so well known, the family won't dare to make any rash moves.
True. Chicken. Play chicken with him. Hello, everyone. I'm hello, everyone. That checks out. That's something I'd say.
Hey, be a bit more serious. We're live on air.
Now,
Hello,
why would I be serious when I
everyone.
could be
I'm March
silly?
7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves adventures.
She just said ordinary
Hello,
girl.
everyone. I'm Firefly. I am also an ordinary girl who enjoys adventures.
So bunch of nameless guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular. Time is precious. My 4 friends, come with me.
I want to see some dance, some footwork march. If there's no cutscene, I'm gonna be upset. Oh yeah, Ort und Leer das Meer. Sorry if I butchered that. I have no idea. Holy crap, that is not safe. Wow. Kind of hurts my eyes. What a cool design, though. Anyone want to talk to me? No? No yappadoodling? Music is fire. We're just gonna stay in here for a little bit longer. She's talking about the stove. Okay, I don't know if that works, but
This
goodbye.
place is buzzing.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation of that.
Oh. Well, graffiti. Cool. Any more stickers? I love sticker mechanic. Graphic design is my passion, by the way. No. I need
At
one
time
more.
known as the era filled with boundless possibilities.
Happy 18 months. Sunday mogs every political leader out there, so he's already got me there. Also, I'm so insanely mad that everybody got their favorite character playable or coming up
I
except me with
know!
Sunday. Sunday fans are the Ian's strongest soldiers.
Our time will come. Our time will come. We will have a Sunday together. We could share him. All Sunday enjoyers. Sunday, ice cream Sundays are meant to be shared anyways.
Grab a bottle of
So glad.
Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. I was still a young, bright-eyed lad back then, lured here by the watchmaker's ads, full of zeal and ready to make my first fortune in life. Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from Mr. Sousa.
Ice destruction, I can see that.
Taste has since been etched in my mind, and that was what drove me to create the Soul Glad that we all know and love today. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. Oh, I miss those days, and the watchmaker. Scorched Sand Hall is my homage to that time of boundless possibilities. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next superstars of Penacony. Now then, is there anything you'd like to say before the competition officially begins?
Nah. We'd win. Nah. We'd win! Oh, Hoyoverse. Oh, Hoyoverse with your HSR reference. I mean, with your JJK reference? Nah. I'd win.
That's the trailblazing spirit.
Nah, we
How
would
about
win.
you, Miss March?
Hello, everyone! Next up, get ready for the Mega March 7th Adventure, where I'm going to break the speed run world record!
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging the limits. That's Miss March 7th for you.
I hope that by the end of this journey, everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hoped for.
Cute. I take a screenshot. Excuse me. I love how unserious. Yeah, I guess we need some like unserious, some kind of unseriousness to balance the seriousness. That's so cute.
Ah, a wonderful wish. Miss Himiko, what are you expecting from your team?
Safety first, everyone.
Simple words, but full of warmth. Waiting for you
'Cause she
are
loves
3
us.
stages, each connected to that era. The first 2 stages offer 2 distinct paths to choose from, with unique challenges on each route. And in the last stage, you will face
Was that
off
Robin and
against
Sunday right
a
there?
champion who has defended the title to this very day. A beloved contender whose noble virtues are unrivaled.
It's cool. Sorry, just collecting screenshots and stuff.
those are the rules. Simple. Everyone clear? Now, I hereby announce that the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, has started.
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. Factoring in efficiency and safety, splitting up into 2 groups is the best choice. March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her.
Yeah.
It'd probably be better if the 2 of you paired up.
Yeah, she can come with me.
Fine by me. All right. I don't have a problem with that.
I mean, the MC's arguably less than a year old. It's a little unfair of them to keep asking to philosophize seriously about the meaning of the universe. Yeah, I wonder how that works, because obviously she was able to like speak and had some, you know, adult makeup, but still her existence is not that old, allegedly. I get to pair up with Firefly and there's no catch.
We'll split into the assigned groups
Cute.
then. Let's not waste time.
Firefly. I need a sticker. See, I think I should be able to stand on this and bounce around. But okay. Wow, this is so cool.
Welcome
That's
to
beautiful.
the first stage of Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, Dream Play Fantasia. In this stage, you can choose between 2 challenges, the School of Acting or School of Action. In the School of Acting challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 scripts and move the panel judges. In the School of Action challenge, you have to defeat 3 groups of enemies convincingly and reach the end.
I thought this was a freaking...
Now, make your choice.
I wanted music. I wanted music. Oh. Pinball! Select the button to track on the track to select the challenge arena to go to. I forgot which one is which. Which one is acting? Pink or... It says on the button. Oh, acting. Okay, acting.
The stage of dreams for those who dare to dream.
Wow.
Welcome to the School of Acting stage.
Competitors, allow me to introduce the rules of this challenge to you. There are 3 stages up ahead. On each, you will find an outline of a script. These 3 scripts were written by the legendary filmmaker, The Watchmaker, and depict various stories from Penacony's era of pioneering. Your task is to bring those moments to life, find the right words, and act convincingly to make the judges feel the script's intended emotions.
Easy.
Oh, I wish you a successful performance. Also, a bit of trivia. The record score for this stage is held by a participant with fiery red hair. His exceptional performance
Those
brought even the
WH show Dare to
strictest
Dream.
judge to tears.
James Leif, what are you doing in
It's
HSR?
like he wasn't even acting at all.
Dear Diary.
Those WH.
We are running out of time, so let's get this over with quickly.
Our flaming red hair, would that be the knife? Argenti? Argenti? Alright, let's freaking act. Shall we? Duke?
Oh, just take a
Or
look
Luca.
at this pair. Such star quality. Since you come as a pair, I'll prep a two-person scene for you. You two. Are you ready?
Ready.
Envision that you both, driven by the spirit of exploration, are arriving at the land of dreams that is Penacony for the first time. But instead of lush lands, you find yourselves amidst swirling sands and desolation, far from the paradise the watchmaker described. You're driving an old clunker through the wilderness of the
Suspicious.
dreamscape, braving the cold wind, choking on the dust, and suddenly, a fierce memory zone meme blocks your path.
This shouldn't be hard at all.
Miss Greyhair, what line would you deliver to express your disappointment in Penacony?
Love living on the wild side. Yeah.
No,
Danger.
that's not right. You're trying
Oh.
to express disappointment. What?
Oh. I missed that part. Oopsie.
Very good. Now, though you're disappointed, your screen partner is conversely very enthusiastic. Now, young lady, you will say...
This is great. I love living on the wild side.
Oh, Firefly.
Very good, very intense. And then we cut to the story's next
she bought
scene.
it.
You find a job mending the rails, but the days are long and your endurance can't keep up, and you finally collapse in the endless expanse of desert. Suddenly, sweet rain falls from the sky.
Like this is describing just real life
and
events.
arousing your spirits. Now, Miss Greyhair, what
They
line
both
will
have
best
gray
express
hair.
your surprise at this moment?
Wowee! Penacony, my Penacony. You truly abound with opportunities. Stupid.
But at this moment, your partner yet gazes into the sky, both her eyes closed. The raindrops fall, blurring her vision, and she tragically says,
Perhaps we were never meant to succeed. Right?
Oh, madam.
Fantastic!
Put your
Both of you
heart
have
into
an
it.
incredibly solid foundation in dialogue delivery. However, lines aren't everything in a performance. Please continue this story on the second stage. Up next, you'll be challenged with a body language test.
Oh.
I hope these tests won't take too long.
Gotta get her some classes. Dish Iris in game win? That's what I'm saying. Dish Iris in game win. I'm literally right here. I will record a voice line. That would be actually a dream come true. To do a voice line in HSR.
You two are required to skillfully utilize body language to portray the story context I've laid out for you.
Body language.
Picking up from where we left
Okay.
off, a heavy downpour saves you both stranded in the desert. This rain quenches the anger in your heart. You look to your companion, now completely devoid of fighting spirit, wanting to comfort her. At this moment, what should you do to make her laugh?
This is like my worst nightmare. Roll about in the sand. Tell a dad joke. We're talking about body language. Obviously I would roll around. Obviously I'd tumble about.
What?
See, it worked.
Right answer. Your companion sees you rolling about in the sand and thinks about the arduous obstacles along this journey. She can't help but let loose a laugh, rekindling hope in her heart.
What is this? What are we doing?
This girl,
this is so silly.
I'm gonna get back on my feet and keep moving forward.
a tug at the heartstrings. The story continues
I like the
to
music
develop.
though.
The heavy rain leads you both to sense a business opportunity. So you start venturing into the umbrella industry. But just as the business begins to pick up, competitors start flooding the market with low-priced goods, squeezing your market share.
Not the market share!
You have no choice. The goods you stockpiled at high prices have to be sold at a loss. This is a pretty self-destructive move, which drives your business to the brink of bankruptcy. At this moment,
Great heavens.
what would you, who refuses to admit defeat, decide to do?
Yeah, I was gonna say stand up on the table and give a hearty speech about conquering the market and being the best and I'd just say I'd win on the table. No, I would win. Never back down. Impossible. Dream chasers can be knocked down, but never knocked out. Precisely.
Fantastic. But it's a pity your friend does not agree. Seeing that you're up to your eyeballs in debt, she sees nothing but despair in her future. And then...
I leave Penacony in utter disappointment. Is that okay?
Oh, sweaty. It's time for you to gain some confidence.
Of course! Absolutely! I was this close to tears. Both of you possess exceptional acting talent.
What am I listening to?
However,
what is this part?
the
What are we
true
doing?
test is yet to come. You're about to encounter the harshest judge this show
sweaty.
has ever seen. You'll need to rely
Nice try,
on
sweaty.
perfect performances if you want to win them over.
All right. What is this silly little momentary reprieve that we're getting? Excuse me! No.
Welcome to the final stage. Actually, all the scenarios that you previously encountered were all from the film Once Upon a Time in Dreams.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Two companions arrive on Penacony with nothing but a dream. Their desire for achievement is met with continuous setbacks. Ultimately, one continues on, despite spiraling into debt, while the other concedes defeat and leaves. Many years later, their paths cross once more in the thriving Penacony. Yet, they refuse to acknowledge each other because...
I ended up becoming a big shot and she ended up destitute.
Against the backdrop of a revitalized Penacony,
Sad.
the joy of reunion mixes with the sorrow of past separation, the awkwardness of being strangers, and the shyness of a long-awaited encounter, all converging at this very moment. Give it a shot. Try and convey this bittersweet scene to me. Bring it to life with precise and emotive acting.
Is this ever going to end? I know.
Amen. Why is this ever gonna end?
Try that clockwork thing you used before.
Manipulate her. Before I do that, something else requires my immediate attention. clocky.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Puzzle. I hope this one's just as hard as the other one. Yeah. Okay, Operation Don't Overthink It. As I often do. Yeah. Yeah. That's so satisfying. Yay. Yay. Yippee. Yippee.
Your performance is...
Shush. You are now sad. You are very sad.
Cut! Huh? We haven't even done anything!
You are very sad.
It's so touching.
There you go.
Your portrayal outdoes the original. It's simply beautiful.
Let's go.
Pass the test. We gotta hurry up.
Bye.
Stellaron is at stake.
Sticker? Nope, no sticker. I hope that's the new song.
Congrats to both of you for clearing the stage, but more importantly, are you having fun? Fun is more important than success.
Oh.
Look at the time! You finished much faster than that red-haired contestant did.
That red-haired contestant. Who is that exactly?
You'll find out eventually, but only if you clear the next test first. Welcome to the second stage of the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises. Gunfire time! You have the option to choose Gunfire and undergo Brother Hanu's trial, or
Goodness
Time,
gracious.
where you'll face Clocky's trial. And now,
Hanu.
make your choice.
We're doing Hanu. No doubt about it. Not even a freaking question. This makes me want to play pinball. Oh wait, which one is which? I thought I was looking for Hanu. Is the gunfire one Hanu? Okay, thank you.
Dear friends, welcome to the enchanting universe created by the Watchmaker.
Yes.
Among you is the morally dubious yet ever charming character from the animated Clocky series, Hanu. It is said that these cartoon characters were inspired by the Watchmaker's own experiences. According to research by Clocky scholars, the original Hanu of reality shared a deep friendship with the Watchmaker, akin to comrades in arms. Enter into the world of Hanu via the TV by the entrance and partake in an enchanting and suspenseful story with him. Good luck in there.
If it's a gunfire trial, we should be able to settle this with a fight, right? I hope this won't waste too much of our time.
I don't remember how to do it. Oh my gosh, that sound is so incredibly nostalgic. I'm gonna cry. Wah! How do you push? No, no, no! I closed it! Wait. I made a mistake. Hold spacebar? Oh, really? Wow, I totally forgot. Space Cadet. Pinball. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I see it. What the break? Went straight down the middle. Yeah. Get the middle one. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh. Trying to get the middle tooth. Oh, please. Ah! Ah! No! Come on. Yes. Go down, go up the purple ramp now. Ah! Sorry, I'm locked in. This sounds art is so incredibly nostalgic for me. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. Yes. I want to get it up the purple ramp. What the freak? And this is my last one. Yes. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It's fire. Wow. Sorry, I had to. That was just, I just had to. Why did they should put that? They should include that game in the Windows versions. The sound, right? The broom, broom, broom.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Are we?
Was she about to say it's morphin' time?
In control of this Hanu character?
Very good. Looks like you've got the hang of it. In this Hanu's adventure episode, Boss Stone has gathered his battleships for an assault on Dreamville. Old Buzzfly, Cousin Wolf, and Bombhead are all raring to go. The brave Hanu must thwart their advance and protect his home. Alas, Hanu presently is ill-equipped to fend off the malevolent mischief makers, which is why he is preparing to seek out the puzzle gentleman's aid. Go forth and speak to him.
They should put a pinball minigame in HSR. Perfect. Hooray.
Oh, brave Hanu. You look like you could really use some help.
No. Just fine. I'm doing just fine. Oh, he's gonna turn around. He's gonna turn around. He's gonna turn around. He's gonna turn around. Wait, where are we going? Man, the FOV is really, really tight. I can't see very well, can I? Yeah, they should put a pinball minigame in. Oh! Oh, wow. Glad I found this one. Huh. Put it in the survey? Yeah, you should. Because they low-key actually listen to the surveys. No. I am literally not here. Oh, I could have knocked that over. Stupid. Oh wow, I hope you find what you're looking for down there. I'm sure I sure hope something doesn't fall from the sky. Oh, that's unfortunate. So sorry about that. Alright. What the freak am I trying to do? Transform? Can I go up the stairs? I think I'm too tiny. I'm too baby. Oh.
Long time no see, Hanu. You look pretty stressed out. How about an intense and thrilling game of Dream Jigsaw to blow off some steam?
Actually, the plot dictates that you directly provide aid to us. Actually, the plot dictates that you really provide aid to us. You really want to say this to the Dreamway gentleman, but the given character design, you can only respond with the cool. Gosh, this is the first time I've seen you crouch down. Gosh, this is the first time I've seen you crouch down. You really want to say to this Dreamweaver gentleman? Fine.
Oh my! Are you telling me that Boss Stone has rallied the villains to seize Dreamville? What a dreadful twist of fate!
And we all
Listen
grunted.
Closely, Hanu. I'm aware you're in need of a suitable weapon. And I also know there's one just upstairs.
Oh.
But you know what? You'll have to play an exhilarating round of Dream Jigsaw first. No jigsaw, no moving forward.
Okay, just give me the puzzle.
Now scurry along, Hanu, but tread carefully. Two ne'er-do-wells are also eyeing those jigsaw pieces. Either outsmart them with the quick knockout, or ensure they don't catch you in the act. I can't wait to see you.
Let's stay alert and make sure those monsters don't spot us.
Okay, you're already sleepy, right?
If we can push that thing down, do you think that would do the trick?
Oh, Firefly. I've already taken care of it. Don't you see? Oh, I did stuff before I got the puzzles. That's it's my fault. My fault. I know this route like the back of my hand. That was close.
Finally, that's all the jigsaw pieces.
Finally?
Let's hurry back.
That was speedrun speeds, madam. I min-maxed the jigsaw puzzle piece collection, actually. Oh, I didn't realize that that it glows green when you're close to the right location.
My, the exquisite sensation of perfect alignment.
It's so baby mode.
My organizational it has been quite thoroughly scratched. Hurry now, Hanu.
Is that new?
Touch that TV set and
I'm
transform
puzzle
back into
maxing.
your old self. Then head upstairs. Your weapon awaits you there.
Are such...
Yeah, it glows
disconnecting
green
from
when you get...
being so suddenly has left me feeling slightly disoriented.
You saw that, right? The puzzle gets a green aura around it when you're hovering over the right area. I never noticed it before. You are just like Wolverine. Penacony's in danger. Can you get out of the way?
I know that this may sound like an exaggeration, but Penacony is actually in danger right now. We have to prevent it at all costs. Sooner
real,
rather than
Hanu.
later.
They've always been like that. You see, I would never
What
accept
exactly
such
is he
ridiculous
talking
help.
about?
Tick-tock! It's time for me to make an appearance!
Yeah, I want a Hanu plush too. I would buy that. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. It was funny too, I think.
Clocky? I can also see him. Is this character part of the show?
In Dreamville, Clocky is everywhere and
I
can
had a
do
quip to
anything.
make.
Like
It's gone.
right now! I can be your translator! Tick-tock!
Oh, I remembered, but it's too late. It's not funny anymore.
Hanu says, battle! We must do battle! The enemy is at our doorstep, and we have no path of retreat for the future of Dreamville!
Well, you got all that?
Suspicious-looking TV right now!
Let's go!
So they just jumped inside that TV. Sheesh. Logic in this plot and dialogue is really being pushed to its limits.
Say it, we can pretend it's funny. No, you see, it's one of those things where it only would have been, like, slightly funny.
Here we go again. Ready?
Like, you would have chuckled at it. But it has to be one of those things where it's like, you said it, hey, I want to go over there, actually. Sometimes you look at a place you think you can pass through. Sometimes it feels like you can, but in reality, you can't. Wow, that's so profound. It's like one of those meaningless TikToks. Those like meaningless facts. I saw one that was like, it was like trying to explain. It was like, do you know why sharks' fins stick out of the water? It's actually because a shark's dorsal fin, is at the top of their body. So sometimes when they get close to the water, it naturally sticks out from the top from out of the water, like out of the water. The video just loops.
I'm gradually getting used to this. Huh. Who knows?
Oh, did someone say high-level movies just now? That's right, pal. The upcoming script is just exploding with all sorts of high-level shenanigans. Last we saw, Hanu was preparing for battle. Suddenly, he hears heavy footsteps coming from the hallway. The malevolent mischief makers have broken it, but brave Hanu won't go down without a fight. He instantly sprints for the storage room, ready for a do-or-die showdown against the baddies.
But we still don't have any weapons in hand.
Guess what? Hanu's favorite bazooka just so happens to be in that storage room. So get a move on.
What a coincidentally convenient plot twist. It'd be even more awesome if the organizers allowed me to wear armor.
Alright. How about this for in reality you can't pass through it?
The storage room.
Just look at me now.
It's behind the shelves, right?
Oh, he's malfunctioning. You can't see anything, right?
What? He wasn't lying. There's actually a bazooka here.
You forgot. You do not have object permanence. Let's go.
Now we should have a way of dealing with those baddies.
Oh, I have a way of dealing with baddies.
This thing feels just like the soaring locust too.
Oh, I don't think that was right. Oh, no, it was right. Wow, nice and easy. What? War!
Careful. It looks like we've got more.
Don't worry, I got one bullet. Oh gosh. And that's all little brother Hanu needed. Oh my gosh! That is not epic.
Here we go again. But no big deal. We're pretty handy with this bazooka now.
Just to grab this. No, 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 no. You saw nothing. That's right. Get iframed, idiot. Get freaking iframes, bro. No baddies around these parts. No, no, no.
That should be all of them, right?
Oh my! Hanu is on a streak!
Bazooka's broken.
The stage is complete! Quickly! Head through the TV to the next stage!
After I get my bullets. I missed literally both of them. Great. Oh. Parts stress you out for no reason. Is it because you're small?
Well, that's that. But it is gonna be hard to let go of this bazooka.
Cute.
Never mind. Let's hurry over to the next stage.
Uh-oh, your ham is showing. Wait. You know what I meant. Garbage. Because her Sam is well, what's the acronym for? HAM? It was in the thing, okay? If you watched yesterday, okay, you would know what I meant. She's forced to be a ham. Oh. I am confused by this. Perhaps I am not meant to be Hanu at this time. Excuse me. Heavy assault mech. Correct. Heavy assault mech. Too tiny. Can't get up the stairs. She's a heavy assault mech, so she's ham. If you know, you know. HAM, ham. We did it. We didn't do it, actually.
Congratulations to both of you!
Ricky, thank you for
overcome
the-
all obstacles
for the
and
raid.
proven yourselves. But
Oh wait, we didn't even do the
unfortunately,
puzzle.
there is only one who can be Penacony's festive superstar.
Thank you. Hi,
In
guys.
the final stage, you will face the defending champion. If you fail, you will lose the opportunity to become the festive superstar.
Oh.
Welcome to the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival's third stage in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises Superstar Showdown.
Okay. Onward. That is amazing. I'm going 2. Good night, Natsu. See ya. It's him. Wait, can I do my...
No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Feeling lucky.
Extraordinary.
No
You know,
way have you enjoyed the story so far, Miss Dish? Happy 29-year sub people.
Thanks for 29 years, Denzel. I personally still feel that it's like quite long. And I know the context is going to be worth it, but it's following, you know, typical Hoyoverse style where it's a lot of talking and a lot of like half informations, and it's all going to like come together beautifully in the end. You know, I'm literally like preparing to fight because I only know Argenti in a combat scenario. I've only ever fought him. I think whatever quest he's in, I haven't done it, so I just don't know anything about him. He's just my enemy. He doesn't talk?
Are you...
He doesn't talk?
a Knight of Beauty?
What? It's bugged? What the freak? This is so strange. Is this the beauty? It's dazzling. I'm busy saving the world. Could you please make way? What righteous act of beauty? No, that won't do. The rules of the contest are sacred and inviolable, just like the beauty. What would be the noblest choice? We need to seal the Stellaron on Penacony. I'm begging you, all I speak is the truth, not tell him.
Dear Diary.
He got bugged by the storm.
This magnificent
I'm sad, I wanted to hear him.
built upon the
He got bugged
Stellaron
by the swarm kek.
and the countless sacrifices of many people.
Stream elements, please. Oh, to encounter deeds so vile they stir one's very soul. However, present-day Penacony bears no mark of the Stellaron's taint, and the family has always been renowned for spreading harmony. How can I be sure your words hold truth? You don't trust your dear friend? Only in English? That's like very sad. Forgive me, my friends. If you cannot present irrefutable evidence, I must not yield. I dishonor the name of the Knight of Beauty. But if what you say is true in the name of beauty, let us use this fated duel to test your mettle. Oh, we are gonna fight. I knew it! Though upon arrival, I was once mistaken for a towering silver-armed fugitive with fiery red flames due to my lack of eloquence, it matters not. For all these trials stem from the land of beauties. Oh my gosh, land of dreams beauty. Ugh. I have such a hard time reading out loud when I'm tired. What matters is that I now stand before you. Our paths have crossed. I, Argenti, the Knight of Beauty, am humbly requesting for a battle in the name of the Code of Chivalry with you both. His eyes are so pretty. If I am fortunate enough to emerge victorious, kindly grant me passage to the crown of victory and recognize that Idrilla, the Beauty, is the most peerless beauty of them all. Okay, King. Serve.
Bear witness.
So did we have to fight?
Still have the upper hand?
Or was that just unlucky?
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counter.
Idrilla? I don't know how to say it!
Every
You can convince him?
will be swept away by the wind.
Oopsie. You mean dialogues matter? Dialogue matters?
It's on me.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to that mattering in Genshin, in Hoyoverse games.
I weep for
Oh,
the
flesh
departed.
wound.
It
Holy
too
crap.
shall fall.
Barrier. Cool music.
Confess! Put forth all your might!
Wow, his attacks are pretty.
Some value, I suppose.
Sure, the dice have been bust.
Bust.
Or maybe
The dice
I'll
have been
take it
bust.
off. Watch your head.
Avenge me. This is cool. I don't mind fighting him.
Enemy data secured.
Good
Network
night.
is activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
That's half the work. Still waters of oblivion.
Behold, this symbol of pure. Let the duel commence.
There's more to
Now I'm
life.
hearing his voice.
Resistance is unity.
Oh gosh. No, no,
Commencing
stop.
support.
Oh, I should say my L for this.
Confess!
Oh,
Put forth all your might!
no dirty tricks, alright.
Do not.
Spend freely.
Oh shoot. I should have saved my skill for Akron.
Watch your head. The dice have been cast.
That does nothing, doesn't it? Can I kill
Bust.
this one?
Or maybe I'll take it off.
It's so funny seeing that in the freaking
Enemy data secured. Network is activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
at the center of the roulette board. The freaking. What is this even?
Every petal, all will be swept
I'm
away
sorry,
by the wind.
it's funny. I don't know why I think that's so funny.
You are fighting a gentleman. Put forth all your might!
It's not that funny.
Watch your head.
I want to
Enemy
do it
targets
again.
detected.
Oh.
I weep.
All right, everyone go to sleep, please. Guess I'll just fight him.
It too shall fall.
There's more to life. Enemy data secured.
I'm too old.
Network
I'm
is
so
activated.
sick
Time
of
for a good
that.
old counterattack.
No, wait, don't die. I have to see.
Familiar.
Oh.
I have
the
to
mark.
see his attack again.
It's on me.
No, please, one more. He's got a third phase, right? Oh no! Dang it. I killed him. And he's frozen. Oh gosh. Oh. Bye, Pookie. Beautiful, beautiful, truly a captivating contest. It is through you that I realize to uphold the honor of Idrilla. Idrilla. I must further hone my skills. What a beautiful lesson indeed. Go forth, my dear friend. Beautiful miss, the audition's crown is yours to claim. I shall remain here gazing from afar as you bask in the limelight, joining the audience in offering you the most heartfelt cheer and applause. Wow, what a charmer he is.
We don't have much time. May fate allow us to meet again, Knight of Beauty. In that case, let's make our way to the end.
Yes.
Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
You're right.
Hello, Dish.
Hello.
I'm also sleep deprived today because of this game on.
Why is that playing again? That was like 3 hours ago. Like 1 hour ago. You're so right. Another system hour has passed, which means it's time for another Sunreal Gacha bag. Gacha item. There was one that I almost pulled out last time, but I waited. It's big. Okay, I have no guesses. A figure. Oh, it's sealed. It's a plushie? Is it a gacha plush? It's in a metal tin. Nope, not metal. It's plastic. A child is born. Oh. That's so adorable. That's so adorable. Are you kidding? This, I think my mom said My Melody was my favorite when I was a kid. She is My Melody. Wow, that is actually so cute. The proportions of this are perfect. Happy birthday. It says happy birthday. So maybe this is meant to be a birthday gift. Happy birthday to me, I guess. That is adorable. Oh, I get it. It's a birthday cake. Curse you, Sanrio. Why are you so adorable? It's a birthday cake and then... Okay, very good. Very good. Very, very good. Maybe your mic is a little low? It is? Is it quiet? It's normal. Oh, you know what? I meant to turn down the game sounds and I turned down the mic. It just got quieter. Yeah, okay, yeah. On my little mixer. That's what it looks like. This is my little mixer. I meant to turn this down. But what I actually turned down was this. Ah! Wait. Anyways, onward. I'm a DJ now. Anyways, that is My Melody. And sorry you couldn't hear a word of what I just said. It's a mosquito. Yeah, a mosquito's hovering your ear. Man, why doesn't he have voice lines? Champion stage belongs to the both of you. Bask in the glory you deserve. Thank you, King. Bye-bye. The mosquito. And it went like... Oh, by the way, my Q&A is posting tomorrow. The one I had to wait a freaking month to post. Because of, wow. Sponsor obligations. I couldn't show an iPhone on my YouTube channel for a month period.
To the Galactic Baseballer and Firefly on becoming this Scorched Sand Festival's champions.
Yeah.
We look forward to their...
But yeah, it's coming out tomorrow. On my channel. It's got some interesting questions. The people who ask questions on my YouTube community post ask like really cool, creative questions. Just heard a weird noise. Oh. Ashley, what are you doing? Ashley and Murdy are wrestling. I don't think he wants to play right now. Ashley. Hi. You want to play? Hear that Twitch ask US dumb questions. Okay, that's like not what I said. Dude.
Amazing entrance in the Charmony Festival.
Way to assume the worst, bro. It's actually because I had very low expectations for what the questions were going to be. And they were good.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival before entering the Grand Theater. I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance.
Are we getting a sincere congratulations where my Stellar Jade? Yeah, that's the real question.
Your endeavors are worthy of extra recognition, and I've taken steps to ensure that. However, this reward is not a material one, but rather the opportunity for an open and honest communication between us.
Sorry, I just need a second. I like that laugh. I like that laugh. I like that laugh.
As previously promised,
I like that laugh.
my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
I'm just kidding. It's all for show so that you guys can laugh at me, okay? I'm not serious. You think I'm being serious? It's all for the show.
Just as expected.
Cannot acquiesce.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent, common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence.
I see.
Ultimately,
that's why we did that.
Only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
But what cost? There's nothing wrong with being the fittest. Sweet Dream Paradise doesn't sound too bad. I don't know. Why are you asking me? I don't really like either of these answers. But I just don't believe it. I don't. There's no way the paradise doesn't come with a major cost. But I don't like either of these answers. These both suck. Yeah, why are you asking me? I don't know.
That's not the point. Don't let him mislead you.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Tired of this on me.
Navigator. That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting.
Yes, please.
Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
Unfortunately, I don't have purse anymore. Cutscene? Oh, a while ago.
You mean to say
Oh yeah, okay,
that for
that's
the
fine actually.
longest time there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmony Festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition?
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone in their dreams will be unable to awaken.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority. Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this Nameless would point the spear at me. Quite astonishing indeed.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this out of concern for the Dreamscape's safety. So, if you could, please alleviate our concerns.
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song. Just per the arrangement.
Sunday, Robin, I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. I already know your resolve. The magnitude of this matter is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond in kind. If there is a need, the entire Oak family will be mobilized to heed your call. Someday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead, so that no lies may be concealed?
I will do as you command.
Interesting.
Robin,
An army.
Could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all slander may be utterly dispelled?
I really don't know who to trust
I
here.
will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heavens.
Okay, scripture.
Oh, triple-faced soul. Please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
I think that's also scripture. Like I have read that before. Sear his tongue and palms with hot iron. Speaking in lines in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron, forbidden to marry, commanded. Commanding to abstain from meats. Not quite. Maybe I just heard Sunday say it before when he was pulling that thing on adventuring.
Let us begin.
Alright, Old Testament.
There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. question. Have you devoted your life to your god?
Yeah, he
never worshipping other gods?
I've no gods before me.
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself? Always heeding their admonishments?
Okay, commandments.
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Taking the Lord's name in vain?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Do not covet.
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith.
This is so
and have
interesting.
endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced.
Just a moment.
Oh.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered.
Yes, I would like to hear it.
To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned.
Yeah.
Are they truly Xipe?
Yeah, we're not being descript or specific. Uh-oh.
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. All duplicity is laid bare before the harmony. Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the Great One? Xipe.
Just answer the question.
Perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Dang, he knows his history.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find yourself alone and without allies.
Is that a weekend threat?
So this is how it is.
Sunday.
For the sake of our grand cause, Sunday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
Oh gosh.
What?
Do something, Sunday.
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this. It's a pity that things have turned out this way.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Xipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the many. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain
Order.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
Oh my gosh, it's over. See, this is why I trusted Gallagher over KFC, but I mean, literally, we will have order. That's why I'm a hater. He's so pretentious. This is very interesting. The plot is thickened.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss
KFC
Robin?
boy.
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet, have we? Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed.
Anna. It's actually interesting in the game time that we had recently discussed how Anne's died with Kafka. That is very clever.
Dear Diary.
I'm glad to be validated in never trusting Mr. Kentucky Fried Christian.
Dear Diary.
I'm glad to be validated in never trusting Mr.
Okay,
Kentucky
once is
Fried.
enough. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. I don't know why TTS is doing that. Kentucky Fried. Kentucky Fried. Stop beating around the bush and get to the point.
Patience is a virtue. However, I won't hold it against you. On the contrary, I'm here to make my intentions clear.
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands, and just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape, least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield their blades against the weak, and the victors push the vanquished to the brink of life. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
Anna returns.
If Miss Himiko
Or
is
it Ina?
interested,
How is it pronounced?
let's draw back the veil and speak
Panini Coney.
candidly. I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means.
Anna.
I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. Words can hardly do justice to the beauty of that ideal.
So, Sunday is like Anna, the Order Aeon, was absorbed by the Harmony Aeon. So he's using the Harmony to try to resurrect Anna. Correct. Okay. You see the origins designs. Anna's the dead Aeon.
So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again where this road leads.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Bye-bye.
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world,
Oh.
The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
Oh, weird. You've imprisoned us. Who in their right mind would expose their inner self like this?
That means...
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so she should understand what it entails. Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. The road we once took begins here. From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've selected a portion of these to share with you.
Okay.
I believe after going through similar predicaments, you'll be able to better understand my thoughts.
So he's explaining why his personal trials and experience has made him decide that he gets to control the fate of the entire Penacony. Got it. Okay, classic.
Let's begin. The first decision. A story about a baby bird.
He said, I trapped you in my brain.
This story happened when Robin and I were very young.
And now you have to listen to me.
We were victims of the Stellaron disaster. And the family's Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later become the Dream Master of Penacony, saw that we siblings had no one to turn to and took us in.
And now for my PowerPoint presentation.
Later on, Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own.
We heard this story 2 times already.
That baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing. When we found it, it was already on its last breath, having fallen into a shrub, probably abandoned by its parents.
Oh.
We decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, thinking back, that winter was unusually cold, with fierce winds at night in the yard, not to mention the many poisonous bugs and wild beasts in the vicinity. It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So, I suggested we take it inside, place it on the shelf by the window, and asked the adults to fashion a cage for it. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild. The tragic part, something that we'd never considered, was that this bird's fate had already been determined long before this moment. Its destiny was determined by our momentary whim. Now, I pass the power of choice to you all.
Trying to indoctrinate us.
Faced with this situation, what choice would you make? Stick to the original plan and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell. Or build a cage for it and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home. I eagerly await your answer.
That's actually a tough decision. But first, let me get my record. Thank you.
I can't decipher his intentions right now, but based solely on that question, I would probably choose to build that dove a cage. Even if I was gonna release it back into the sky, it'd have to be strong enough to fly first. If I left it where I found it, I fear it'd never get the chance to fly ever again.
Right, like rehabilitate and then release back into the wild.
It looks like he really has no intention of imprisoning us. If it's just a quiz, I suppose it's fine to humor him. Back to the question. I would personally choose to build the little Charmony dove a cage. No special reason. I do think that a fledgling should have the right to fly into the sky. But if it can't even live to that point, then there's nothing to talk about to begin with.
I mean, I think with animals, you give them the best life that you can. And, like, obviously, there's trade-offs, you know. Our house cats don't have the freedom to run around outside and, like, catch prey. But they do have safety from predators. Food. All the food. They'll have their food, you know, provided for them for the rest of their lives. They get flea prevention. Yeah, they don't have fleas. They don't have worms. They don't have feline leukemia. They were able to get shots to prevent that. So it's like, it's tough because he's making a choice about a bird and he's applying it to human beings. And that's just not really a fair comparison. So sure, you build a bird a cage until it's able to go back outside. And if it's never able to go back outside, you can still allow it to fly around your house. So it's just like it's a small situation that he's making it much bigger. Right, humans are different than animals, you know? Animals don't have self-actualization goals. They, especially with prey animals, their primary objective is to survival. As an allegory for the people of Penacony, I would say let people make their own choices and mistakes. You can't save everyone, even if you can control them. Exactly. It's like a parent raising a kid before it can spread its wings and fly. The filter on the other picture of the Charmony dove makes me worried that Sunday will just show us what happened to it. Yeah, it's not a cage, but a safe place to help it recover. Yeah, it wouldn't be a permanent cage, but, like, he's not really giving us good options.
That guy just casually throws this kind of question at us? What exactly is his deal? But fine, I'll answer, I guess. If it were me, I guess I'd choose to build a cage for the little Charmony dove. After all, leaving it there, it's bound to get hurt by wild animals or something. And that'd just be too sad.
Yeah, for the purpose of the dove, sure. We nurture in the cage.
I'm happy to see that you made a choice similar to ours. If your mind is made up, let me reveal the outcome of this choice. We passionately nursed it back to health, preparing only the best food for it every day. We even preened its feathers. Later, on the day that Robin left Penacony, we opened the cage door and let it fly back into the sky.
And then it died.
I watched it for a long while by the window, probably about 3 or so days. In those 3 long days, the little Charmony dove tried again and again to spread its wings to fly into the sky, but fell to the ground, only to keep trying. Finally, on the 137th attempt, it succeeded. But its attempt did not go perfectly. After flying unsteadily for a while, it fell to the ground, unable to grasp the direction of the air currents. The fall shattered its wings. It writhed helplessly in my embrace. But it was all for naught, finally succumbing to a painful demise. And in that instant, our tender care our given love and hopes. They all became the inevitable push that sent it to its death.
So what is the point you're trying to make?
I deeply regret the choices we made. Next, let us head to the second decision. This time, it's the story of a dream chaser.
He regrets nursing it to health and providing the bird care for the life that it had because of something that was out of your control. Because a bird operates on instinct. Like, a bird is going to try to fly no matter what.
What do you think of the quest so far?
Oh, he regrets letting it go. I see what you mean. Yeah, right, of course. He regrets letting it free because that's what killed it. But that's not really what killed it. It died because the bird followed its instinct to fly. And none of this is all moot because you can't compare this to human beings. Because humans have will and the ability to communicate that will and desires and hopes. And they're not just solely driven on instinct, they can change their mind. That's not the case for animals. Like, if humans want to make a choice that's risky, or that could result or will result in them getting hurt, you have to let them make... not always, but... the answer isn't trapping people.
This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents, and providing them with the relevant guidance. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the Dreamscape.
What do you think about that?
Joy.
My melody.
Sorrow. Arrogance. Regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was fortunate to catch a glimpse of it. He was a dream chaser. And an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. Except that, to most people, the price he paid... I suppose you could say it was everything.
The answer isn't black and white. There will always be exceptions to the rules, however outlandish those exceptions would be. Right. Yeah, I mean, we don't want to get pedantic about this. He's trying to make general... Well, it seems like he's trying to make general decisions for everyone. That ultimately leads things in his / Anna's control and not individuals.
He told me I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land.
Oh yeah, I want to find out what happens here.
He said he could not afford to raise them, and that at least they could eat if they lived as slaves. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and he was sniffed out by those pig-headed hounds. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate that what I thought was a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences.
He's like freaking out over the butterfly effect.
I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit?
I like this.
So that the
That's
Dream
beautiful.
Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels until his inevitable judgment arrives? I look forward to everyone's decisions. Who knows? Perhaps they might even alter the outcome of this tragedy.
Yeah. He's... Gosh. This is very interesting. This is like what happens when you make a meaningless choice and it ultimately leads to something catastrophic. That doesn't make it your fault. You can't control the outcome of everything. Okay, well, this is a complicated one because he sold his kids into slavery in hopes that he could free them in the future. I think out of curiosity, I will choose the other one.
It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to a better outcome.
How'd you know?
Sadly, his fate would only be more tragic.
No, worse?
Say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium.
How do you know that?
The methods with which illegal stowaways enter dreams are unorthodox. Not flawless like the hotels. Living in the dreamscape would be a mere pipe dream. Should he be apprehended? Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? The answer is a definitive no. They couldn't bear the resulting consequences, and thus wouldn't dare extend a helping hand. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies. Next comes the third and final decision. And the story this time is my own.
Wait, so we don't get to find out what happened to him?
This happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master. And as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet? What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. to spread the word of the harmony.
Oh, wow.
And to save the lives of that planet. She personally made for the front lines.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital.
Oh my gosh.
By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony.
Oh wow.
It didn't hit any
That's
vital
insane.
arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Dream Master.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
Oh, Scar?
How could this happen?
That's amazing.
Miss Robin.
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the harmony's limitations and predicament. As grandiose as the strong defending the weak sounds, many times, it is nothing more than wishful thinking.
He's presenting a biased opinion with the pretense of trying to seem like a protector as someone with good intentions, while he thinks he is a victim himself. In a sense, he's also the perpetrator. He continues the cycle of abuse control, if you will, so he has to face the consequences of his own actions. Yeah. As of now, what led him to be so hellbent on order stems from his regrets. Yeah, and the desire to... belief that he deserves to control something that's should be out of his control. He's just trying to make himself God. Trying to take power for himself. Because he thinks he knows best and order is better and, well, at least God enough to resurrect another one. Yeah, order is often all about control.
Likewise, I've prepared one last question, one last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences. Because this is merely a figment of imagination, a nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did.
I hope he's imaginary damage. Because he's living in his head.
Would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
Yes, if that's what she wants. Yes. Yeah, I think yes. Yes.
I see. I am now aware of everyone's stances.
Everyone?
Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point.
Oh, I should have talked to them.
The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the order where the strong govern the weak.
Strong govern the weak?
I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs to everyone.
It's a nice idea, I guess.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Yeah, there you go. Good question.
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion. A cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden.
Wait. Oh, wait. This is giving Neon Genesis. Evangelion. Or Evangelion.
When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison. A place dictated only by the rule of
Evangelion.
Survival of the fittest.
I've heard Evangelion. I've heard Evangelion. I've heard both, because Angels, I know Evangelion. But I think Evangelion sounds better. Yeah, I know Hoyoverse is very, very, very into Neon Genesis. Very into Evangelion. Penacony was a prison. Yeah. Penacony was a prison prior to becoming what it is now. Jelly sounds gross. Jelly, yeah, you're right, it does.
Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order.
He's about to scream geometrically.
That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order.
What?
They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity.
This is literally Evangelion!
They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract.
Yes, please.
So allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime.
I mean, his concerns are valid. That is something worth being concerned and saddened by, but this is not the answer, though.
From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays.
I see.
This should be the face of the new world. Idyllic, eternal, peaceful days.
What you're describing is like fiction. That's not.
And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations.
And then we can all hold hands and jump around in a circle, accomplishing nothing. doing nothing. No ambition. No ambition, no goals, no dreams. Just existence. Dude, just give this dude a blunt. And a nap. And maybe a snack. Give him some gummies. Sunday for president!
There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit, living a life of dignity. This is what it is to live in bliss. Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
Don't manipulate her. She wants to make her own choice.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
It does? Ladies, please.
But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice.
And we all become one
If
homogeneous
this paradise
blob.
is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary wakening until the end of the cosmos.
Oh my gosh, it's actually that short story. The Omelas. Oh wow. The one who walked away from Omelas. How long is it? The ones who walk away. Oh dang, I almost want to read it. I've never read it before. It's okay, you know what? I actually want to read it. Is that cool? I feel like it's worth reading at this point. It's 5 pages. Okay, this reads out loud time. The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas by Ursula K. Le something. With a clamor of bells that set the swallows soaring, the festival of summer came to the city Omelas, bright towered by the sea. The ringing of the boats in the harbor sparkled with flags in the streets between houses with red roofs and painted walls, between the old moss-grown gardens and under avenues of trees. Past great parks and public buildings, processions moved. Some were decorous, old people in long, stiff robes of mauve and gray, grave master workmen, quiet, merry women carrying their babies and chatting as they walked. In other streets, the music beat faster, the shimmering of gong and tambourine, the people went dancing. The procession was a dance. Children dodged in and out, their high calls rising like swallows crossing flights. Over the music and the singing, all the procession wound toward the north side of the city, where on the great water meadows, called the great fields, boys and girls, naked in the bright air, with mud-stained feet and ankles, and long, lithe arms, exercised their rest of horses before the race. The horse wore no gear at all, but a halter without a bit. Their manes were braided with streamers of silver, gold, and green. They flared their nostrils and pranced and boasted to one another. They were vastly excited, the horses being the only animal who has adopted our ceremonies as his own. Far off, to the north and the west, the mountains stood up, half encircling Omelas on her bay. The air of morning was so clear that the snow still crowning the 18 peaks burned with white gold fire along the miles of sunlit air. Under the dark blue of the sky, there was just enough wind to make the banners that marked the race course snap and flutter now and then. In the streets, the broad green meadows, one could hear the music winding through the city streets, farther and nearer, and ever approaching. A cheerful faint sweetness of the air from time to time trembled and gathered together and broke out into the joyous clanging of the bells. Joyous, how is one to tell about joy? How to describe the citizens of Omelas? They were not a simple folk, you see, though they were happy. But we do not say the words of cheer much anymore. All smiles have become archaic. Given a description such as this one tends to make certain assumptions. Given a description such as this one tends to look next for the king, mounted on a splendid stallion and surrounded by his noble knights, or perhaps in a golden litter borne by great muscled slaves. But there was no king. They did not use swords or keep slaves. They were not barbarians. I do not know the rules and the laws of their society, but I suspect that there are singularly few. As they did without monarchy and slavery, so they also got on without the stock exchange, the advertisements, the secret police, and the bomb. Yet I repeat that these were not a simple folk, not dulcet shepherds, noble savages, blatant utopians. They were not less complex than us. The trouble is that we have a bad habit, encouraged by pedants and sophisticates, of considering happiness as something rather stupid. Only pain is intellectual, only evil is interesting. There is a treason of the artist. This is the treason of the artist, a refusal to admit the banality of evil and the terrible boredom of pain. If you can't lick 'em, join 'em. If it hurts, repeat it. But to praise despair is to condemn delight. To embrace violence is to lose hold of everything else. We have almost lost hold. We can no longer describe happy man, nor any celebration of joy. How can I tell you about the people of Omelas? They were not naive, happy children, though their children were in fact happy. They were mature, intelligent, passionate adults whose lives were not wretched. Oh, miracle! But I wish I could describe it better. I wish I could convince you. Omelas sounds, in my words, like a city in a fairy tale. Long ago and far away, once upon a time. Perhaps it would be best if you imagined it as your own fancy bids, assuming it will rise to the occasion. For certainly I cannot suit you all. For instance, how about technology? I think that there would be no cars or helicopters in and above the streets. This follows from the fact that people of Omelas are happy people. Happiness is based on a just discrimination of what is necessary, and what is neither necessary nor destructive, and what is destructive. In the middle category, however, there was that of the unnecessary but undestructive, that of comfort, luxury, exuberance, etc. They could perfectly well have been central heating, subway trains, washing machines, and all kinds of marvelous devices not yet invented here. Floating light sources, fuelless power, a cure for that common cold. Or they could have none of that. It doesn't matter, as you like it. I incline to think that people from towns up and down the coast have been coming to Omelas during the last days before the festival on that very fast little train and double-decked trams, and that the train stations of Omelas are actually the handsomest buildings in town, though plainer than the magnificent farmer's market. But even granted trains, I fear that Omelas so far strikes some of you as goody-goody. Smiles, bells, parades, horses, bleh. So please add an orgy. If an orgy wouldn't help, don't hesitate. Let us not, however, have temples from which issues beautiful nude priests and priestesses, already half in ecstasy and ready to copulate with any man or woman, lover or stranger, whose desire union, I was not expecting that, with the deep godhead of the blood, although that is my first idea. But really it would be better not to have any temple in Omelas, at least not manned temples. Religious, yes. Clergy, no. Surely the beautiful nudes can just wander about, offering themselves like divine soufflés to the hunger and the needy of the rapture of the flesh. let them join the processions. Let tambourines be struck about copulations, and the glory of desire be proclaimed upon the gongs. And a not important point, let the offspring of these beautiful rituals be beloved and looked after by all. One thing I know there is none of in Omelas is guilt. But what else should there be? I thought at first there were no drugs, but that is puritanical. For those who like it, a faint instance sweetness of druze may perfume the way of the city. Druze which first brings a great lightness and brilliance to the mind and limbs. And then, after some hours of dreamy languor, the wonderful vision at last of that very arcane and most secret in the universe, as well as the exciting the pleasure of sex beyond all belief. It is not habit forming. For most modest tastes, I think there ought to be beer. What else? What else belongs in the joyous city? A sense of victory, surely. The celebration of courage. That as we did without clergy, let us also do without soldiers. The joy built upon successful slaughter is not the right kind of joy. It will not do. It is fearful and it is trivial. A boundless and generous contentment, a magnanimous triumph felt not against some outer enemy, but in communion with the finest and fairest in the souls of all men, everywhere, and the splendor of the world's summer. This is what swells in the heart of the people of Omelas. And the victory they celebrate is that of life. I don't think many of them need to take druze. Most of the processions have reached the green fields by now. Marvelous smells of cooking go forth from the red and blue tents of their provisioners. The faces of small children are amiably sticky. In the benign gray beards of a man, a couple of crumbs of rich pastry are entangled. The youth and girls have mounted their horses and beginning to group around the starting line of the course. An old woman, small and fat, and laughing, is passing out flowers from a basket. Tall young men wear her flowers in their shining hair. A child of 9 or 10 sit at the edge of the crowd alone, playing on the wooden flute. People pause to listen, and they smile. They do not speak to him, for he never ceases playing and never sees them, his dark eyes wholly wrapped in the sweet thing, magic of the tune. He finishes and slowly lowers his hands, holding the wooden flute. As if that little private silence were the signal, all at once a trumpet sounds from the pavilion near the starting line, imperious, melancholy, piercing. The horses rear their slender legs, and some of them neigh in answer. Sober-faced, the young rider strokes the horse's neck and soothes them, whispering, "Quiet, quiet there, my beauty, my hope." They begin to form in rank along the starting line. The crowd along the racecourse are like a field of grass and flowers in the wind. The festival of summer has begun. Do you believe? Do you accept the festival? The city? The joy? No? Then let me describe one more thing. In a basement under one of the most beautiful public buildings of Omelas, or perhaps in the cellar of one of those spacious private homes, there is a room. It has one locked door and no window. A little light seeps in dustily between cracks on the boards, second-handedly from the cobweb windows somewhere across the cellar. In one corner of a little room and a couple of mops, a stiff, clouded, foul-smelling heads stand near a rusty bucket. The floor is dirt, a little damp to the touch, as cellar dirt usually is. The room is about 3 paces long and wide, and a mere broom closet or disused tool room. In the room, a child is sitting. It could be a boy or girl. It looks to be about 6, but it's actually nearly 10. It is feeble-minded. Perhaps it was born defective, or perhaps it has become imbecile through fear, malnutrition, and neglect. It picks its nose and occasionally fumbles vaguely with its toes or genitals as it sits hunched in the corner farthest from the bucket and the 2 mops. It is afraid of the mops. It finds them horrible. It shuts its eyes, but it knows the mops are still standing there. The door is locked and nobody will come. The door is always locked and nobody ever comes, except that sometimes the child has no understanding of time or interval. Sometimes the door rattles terribly and opens, and a person, or several people, are there. One of them may come in and kick the child to make it stand up. The others never come close, but peer in with frightened, disgusted eyes. The food bowl and the water jug are hastily filled. The door is locked. The eyes disappear. The people at the door never say anything, but the child, who has not always lived in the tool room and can remember sunlight and its mother's voice, sometimes speaks. It will be good, it says. Please let me Please let me out. I will be good. They never answer. The child used to scream for help at night and cry a good deal, but now it only makes kind of whinings. It speaks less and less often. It's so thin, there are no calves to its legs. Its belly protrudes. It lives on a half bowl of cornmeal and grease a day. It is naked. Its buttocks and thighs are masses of festering sores. It sits in its own excrement continually. They all know it is there, all the people of Omelas. Some of them have come to see it. Others are content merely to know it's there. They all know it has to be there. Some of them understand why, and some do not, but they all understand that their happiness, the beauty of the city, the tenderness of their friendships, the health of their children, the wisdom of their scholars, the skills of their makers, and even the abundance of their harvest, and the kindly weathers of their skies, depend wholly on this child's abominable misery. This is usually explained to children when they are between 8 and 12, whenever they seem capable of understanding, and most of those who come to see the child are young people, though often enough an adult comes back to see the child. No matter how well the matter has been explained to them, these young spectators are always shocked and sickened at the sight. They feel disgust, which they had thought themselves superior to. They feel anger, outrage, impotence, despite all the explanations. They would like to do something for the child, but there is nothing they can do. If the child were brought up to the sunlight, out of that vile place, if it were cleaned and fed and comforted, that would be a good thing indeed. But if it were done in that day and hour, all the prosperity and beauty and the delight of Omelas would wither and be destroyed. Those are the terms. To exchange all goodness and grace of every life in Omelas for that single, small improvement, to throw away the happiness of thousands for the chance of happiness of one. That would be to let guilt within the walls indeed. The terms are strict and absolute. There may not even be a kind word spoken to the child. Often the young people go home in tears or in a tearless rage when they have seen the child and face this terrible paradox. They may brood over it for weeks or years, but as time goes on, they begin to realize that even if the child could be released, it would not get much good of its freedom. A little vague pleasure of warmth and food, no real doubt, but a little more. It is too degraded and imbecile to know any real joy. It has been too afraid, too long ever to be freed from fear. Its habits too uncouth for it to respond to human treatment. Indeed, after so long, it would probably be wretched, without walls about it to protect it, and darkness in its eyes, and its own excrement to sit in. Their tears at the bitter injustice dry when they begin to perceive the terrible justice of reality and to accept it. Yet it is their tears and anger, the trying of their generosity, and the acceptance of their helplessness, which are perhaps the true source of the splendor of their lives. Theirs is no vapid, irresponsible happiness. They know that they, like the child, are not free. They know compassion. It is the existence of the child, their knowledge of its existence, that make possible the nobility of their architecture, the poignancy of their music, the profundity of their science. It is because of the child that they are so gentle with children. They know that if the wretched one were not there sniveling in the dark, the only one, the flute player, could make no joyous music, as the young riders line up in their beauty for the race in the sunlight, their first morning of the summer. Now do you believe them? Are they not more credible? But there is one more thing to tell, and it is quite incredible. At times, one of the adolescent girls or boys who go to see the child does not go home to weep or rage, does not in fact go home at all. Sometimes also a man or woman who is much older falls silent for a day or two, then leaves home. These people go out into the street and walk down the street alone. They keep walking and walk straight out of the city of Omelas, through the beautiful gates. They keep walking along the farmlands of Omelas. Each one goes alone, youth or girl, man or woman. Night falls. The traveler must pass down the village streets, between the houses with yellow lit windows, and on out into the darkness of the fields. Each one alone, they go west or north toward the mountains. They go on. They leave Omelas. They walk ahead into the darkness, and they do not come back. The place they go toward is a place even less imaginable to most of us than the city of happiness. I cannot describe it at all. It is possible that it does not exist. But they seem to know where they're going, the ones who walk away from Omelas. Whew. Goodness. Oh, some tough sections in there. That was a heavy text. Yeah. I know about this. I knew the story of it because my dad said it's one of his favorites. He told me about it, but that's my first time reading it. This is The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas by Ursula K. Last name I can't pronounce. So yeah, we started reading it because of Sunday's proposed plan. It's directly ripped from this short story. His idea of this utopian society would cost merely a personal eternal sacrifice, one person trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos. You should make audiobooks. I'm sorry, did you not hear how many times I stumbled over my own words? Oh, that's so interesting. Man, I don't even know. I don't really have any commentary on it yet because I just want to think about it. Think about it more. You can edit. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's Sanrio Gotcha time. The only thought I have in relation to Sunday's proposal is the solution in that story. The only way that justice is created is if the people make the choice to leave or make the choice not to be a part of Omelas. A little one. So I wonder how that's gonna, if it's gonna play out like that or if it's gonna be different. Who is this? It's just a tiny baby little Kurumi. Cute. She's on her pillow. Oh my gosh, she's on her pillow on the phone. Hello. Man, that was rough. I definitely almost did not get through that last bit. So, question. of the hour is, who does he plan to trap in the solitary awakening? Himself? That would be my proposition, or my guess.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow,
Transcending.
weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
He's tripping.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
Yeah, you tell him. You tell him,
That's
Firefly.
another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts.
But you don't get to make that decision for everyone.
Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams.
No, I sleep so I can get 8.5 hours of sleep so I can live another day. My God.
But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature, and from there, show compassion and protection.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all. Even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak?
Yeah, that's basically what he said.
Because I don't think so.
Yeah, you're not weak. Your choices make you strong.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
We can't even speak! Cutscene, 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 cutscene. Oh my gosh.
What is this place?
Holy momentum kill.
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
Holy momentum kill. What the freak?
I don't know. But I feel a sense of deja vu. What is this place?
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha. As a hotel doorman, you know Penacony best among us.
I don't know much about dream bubbles, but if you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch might be correct.
Surely Misha's not going to be related to the Omelas short story.
Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question
Surely
now
that's not what
is,
the watchmaker wants.
who brought you here? Based on the clues we
Right.
have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. So identifying them is crucial to us. We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe he'll unveil the secret of this dream bubble.
Sorry, guys, one sec. Sorry.
All right, but there are doors all over the place. Which one should we choose? Do you have any idea, Misha?
I guess... maybe this way?
I wasn't staring at the floor, I was staring at my phone. It was just really lost in thought, you know? It was a very thought-provoking short story. Catch, thank you for the Prime sub. Alex, thank you for the 4 months. Okay, chat. Where... Am I gonna get another, like, stopping point soon? Or should this be my stopping point? Because I probably have, like, another hour of energy left in me. That's my guess. This is a good stopping point? Dang. I respect that. I respect you guys not telling me to keep going. This or after the next cutscene? How far away is the next cutscene, would you say? You stopped here. Does it even let you stop here? I mean, I could close the game, so I think so. An hour's not gonna cut it. This part is so connected to what we saw. Like, it's connected to the short story. You're not gonna want to stop after this. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. How much do you think I have left? Like 4 hours? This part, next part is too engrossing. So you think we should save that for like all in one go type of thing? I really was intending to just like power through today, but stuff happened and I couldn't. 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, okay. All right. I will do that. I'm sorry for those who were hoping to see it all in one go. And my viewer count is going up because we're getting closer. I honestly, I'm tired. I am tired. I should go to sleep. It's gotta be peak. Listen, we'll come back tomorrow. Okay? Taking philosophy like you did with his 3 questions, it'll be 7 hours. Yeah, that's the thing. If it, whatever the projected amount of time it's gonna take is to like finish a quest, just multiply it by like 130%, and that's where you'll find me. Wait, no, multiply it by 1.3, and that's where you get. But yeah, actual day stream tomorrow. What day is it? Saturday? Ideally. I do have some stuff I need to take care of. Oh gosh. Yes. Yes. I want to be focused, you know? Save. Pause and save. See? I think I would like to be refreshed and ready to go for the last leg. The last leg of it. I think that would be best. Don't forget to dream of Kaya. Oh, don't worry. Next day felt better. Yeah, I'm sleepy. I don't want to be rushing through the end. That's no good. Okay, chat. Thank you for watching. Thank you for indulging me. I hope that the short story reading was enjoyable. Or like helped your like experience a little bit. I'm just gonna end. Have a wonderful time zone. Have a fantastic 24-hour period. And I'll see you, ideally, somewhere past 12 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. 12 p.m. Yes, 12 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. Oyasumi. Good night.